Hey students, just some notes on adjectives today. So adjectives, adjetivos or adjectives, their function is to describe a noun. Okay? So they describe a noun. What's a noun? Person, place, or thing, right? Person, place, thing, or idea. So an adjective describes a noun, like tall, big, smart, etc. So typically we use these when we use characteristics. We're talking about characteristics of people or things, like nationality, American, Cuban, Mexican, etc. A color, what's an adjective? Like a red book, a black bag. A shape, that's a characteristic. Size of something, big, small, tall, short. Someone's personality or something's personality, that is also a characteristic. And then appearance, good looking, ugly, short, tall, some of those things. So those are what we use these adjectives for. So we know as well that all nouns in Spanish have a gender, masculine or feminine, and they also have a number. By number we mean singular or plural. Okay, we talked about these with articles, ella, los, las, un, una, unos, unas, okay? So if we have the word tall, alto, that's masculine singular. Altos would describe a noun that's masculine plural. Alta, a noun that's feminine singular. Altas would describe a noun that's feminine plural. So we base things on gender, masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. Alto, altos, alta, altos. Or bajo, which is short. Bajo, baja, bajos, bajas. Or feo, ugly. Feo, fea, feos, feas. Okay, so based on the noun we're describing, we have to make the adjective agree. We call that noun adjective agreement, when they agree in gender and number. Okay, so there are some exceptions. To these, like the word inteligente. Inteligente is masculine and feminine. It's masculine and feminine. So it describes a chica, and it can also describe a chico. But to make it plural, we just add an S. Inteligentes. So that's masculine plural as well as feminine plural. If we have a word like popular, ends in a consonant, how do we make that plural? Well, if a word ends in a consonant, to make it plural, we add es. Populares. Populares. A word like trabajador. That means hardworking. Trabajador, from the word trabajar. So that's masculine singular, feminine singular, trabajadora, masculine plural. When we take this trabajador, ends in a consonant, to make it plural we add es, feminine plural, trabajadoras, right? So just something to think about there. Something to think about. So, continuing on here as I slide this podium over. When we have things that are plural, and we talked about this with different words like eos. That can mean they, masculine, or it can mean a group of guys and girls, eos. So if you have, adjectives that are plural, we're always going to use the masculine ending, okay? So if I say Juan y Juana, we want to say they're tall. One's a guy, one is a girl. Son altos. Okay? If it was two girls, it would be altas, but it's a guy and a girl, so you're going to use the masculine form. Ready? Bien. So where did these go? What's the position? Where did they go in a sentence? Well, in English, if I say, want to describe someone's height, like saying he's a tall boy, we say tall boy. The adjective goes before the noun. But in Spanish, it's flipped. Chico, alto. So we have our noun, then our adjective. Noun, then adjective. Okay? A couple more things here. I want to slide in about nationalities. Nacionalidades. These are in your vocab list. Nationalities. You know, we have some that are kind of straightforward, like if you are Cubano, you're masculine, feminine. If it's Cubana, feminine singular. Excuse me, this a masculine singular, feminine singular. Cubanos, masculine plural. Cubanas, feminine plural. So kind of like the alto, feo that we did before, kind of follows the same thing. But if you have Spanish, if you're Spanish, you're Español, if you're masculine. If you're a girl, you're Española. If we have a bunch of Spanish people, Españoles, right? Because it ended a consonant, we made it plural. And this is Español, oops, sorry about that. Españolas, okay? Bien, like the word inglés. Inglés becomes inglesa. Ingleses, inglesas. Okay? They're not capitalized as well. A couple other things here. When we want to use a quantity number, like 2, 3, 4, 5, just like in English, we put those words before the noun. So if I want to say there are 5 books, we say hay 5 libros. Okay, we put that number before, just like in English. If I want to say there are many books, so not a real number, but I just want to say there's many, I say hay muchos libros. So if you want to say the quantity, how much of something, you put those adjectives before the noun, which is a little bit different what I talked about over here. When it's more of a characteristic thing, the noun goes after. Ready? A couple words. Bueno, malo, good and bad. They can go before or after the noun. So if I want to say he's a good boy, a chico bueno, I could say that, chico bueno. If I want to put it before though, notice what I did with bueno. It became buen. Or a bad boy, I could say chico malo. Or a mal chico. Mal chico. Okay? One more set of words here that kind of one can change meaning a little bit. Kind of get a little area here. The word grande. The grande means big. So you can have a chico grande, a big boy. Okay? But then you have the word gran, that means great. Like something great, spectacular. So then it goes before the noun. So if I say gran chico, that means a great boy. Okay, a great boy. So these types of notes are also in your VTEX. Hopefully it was helpful a little bit. Hopefully I didn't go too fast. Have questions, let me know. You can talk about them in class or Teams meeting, send me an email. Take care.